Alrighty. Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Tuesday night. Back again with, well, what's going to be my first video, my only video of the night, but my second video of the night. This time on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all, excuse me, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are in my pants, down in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the goddamn internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you never ever, ho-ho, big slap, ever miss an upload. And that's all you gotta do. So do it now. So, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the party, pal! Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my other channels, like I said. Follow me on social media. Share the video all over the goddamn internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you never miss a beat. And don't miss anything. Because if you do, well, you suck. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this late Tuesday night, April the 5th, 2022, if you're not watching from somewhere else, it is now officially April the 6th, 2022. Well, as of after tomorrow, one more day of until baseball! Yes! Baseball begins Thursday, just over a little bit over 48 hours from now. Well, 24, 36, 48 hours from now. Thursday afternoon, Met baseball, hopefully. It's supposed to rain in that great state, well, not state, well, great city of Washington, D.C., where the Mets are going to be playing this weekend. Still don't know who's going to freaking start for the Mets on Thursday. And it might be Tyler McGill, might be Peterson, might be Trevor Williams in a bullpen game. And we'll see. And then Max Scherzer is going to pitch Friday night on Apple TV. Stupid. Why have it on that stupid freaking service and nobody gets, and everybody has to subscribe to it? Stupid. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens with the Mets this weekend. Just not a good day, not a good last day of spring training, because they got destroyed 14-0 by Washington. Just Taijuan Walker looked like a piece of fucking shit. Looked like a freaking Little League pitcher, or Charlie Brown, and throwing it, woo! Just bad. He had no velocity. He couldn't even drive off his fucking leg. He said he had knee soreness after the game. And he's had it for a while, so why was he pitching today? Anyone? But yeah, he says, I'm just going to get some rest. I'm going to be good to go on Monday. Bullshit. It's like every fucking spring, everybody, all the Met fans are like, yeah, we got the best pitchers in the league. We got the best rotation in the league. We're gonna win the NL East and go to the World Series. God hears that and says, fuck you, no. Somehow God just doesn't like being a Met fan, I guess. Like every season, something has to happen during the spring or during the season. Fucking DeGrom's out for 2 months. Thankfully we got good news on Scherzer. Thank the Lord for that. But hopefully, nothing happens that game. But we'll see. And now Taijuan Walker is, I don't know if he's gonna pitch on Monday or if they're gonna sit him down. It's like the ghost of Ray Ramirez is still around. That big black cloud is over the Mets still. Brandon Nimmo's got net problems. Man, I'm gonna have to go to Washington on Thursday and find Chris Bassett and Cookie Carrasco and put some bubble tape on them. I'm like, or just talk to the trainers like, what are you doing? So it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So let's see if they even play, because it's supposed to rain in Washington tomorrow and into most of Thursday. So the game may be delayed tomorrow, so probably won't be starting at 4:05. And the field's gonna be wet. It's just gonna not gonna be a good day for both clubs. But it is what it is. Same thing for the Yankees. They play at home in the world's greatest construction site known as Yankee Stadium. They play the Red Sox. So yeah, I'm gonna be a Red Sox fan on Thursday because the Yankees suck. So I don't even know what the Yankees are gonna play, because Thursday's gonna rain here in the Northeast, and then most of Friday. But I think Friday's a night game, so they may get the game in on Friday. So we'll see what happens with that. So it's just going to be a nasty next couple days here in the Northeast. And hopefully, we'll get some baseball. That's pretty much it for that. And we'll see. All right. So thank you all for watching. And this video, check out my video I just did a little earlier ago, like about a half hour ago or so. Did a rant on the whole Kimberly Nash Carter situation, which now has evolved into Wesley, his partner in MSK. Desmond Xavier, don't know who he is. Now Wesley's wife is getting involved, and now there's accusations that, people are kind of calling out Kimberly for lying about all these accusations that she's been putting out on Twitter, that Nash Carter's been beating the fucking shit out of her. So we'll see. So check it out, the video down below in the description box, and subscribe to the channel. That's pretty much it. So we got that. All right. I know it's late, not too late, but hopefully get some peeps coming in. If not, well, I'll just do it by myself. I don't care. I know maybe some of the members of the Prophecy are a little bit busy. Had a rough night tonight. I'll just say that. Rough night, just a rough night, especially with our tribal queen of the Prophecy. I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. What do you say, Lauren? I just had a bad night, and that's pretty much it. Good buddy Prince Idol was at NXT tonight. I didn't see him on TV though, but okay. He's gonna be on SmackDown as well. I don't even know what SmackDown is this week. Well, he's gonna be on SmackDown. That's why he hasn't really been in the chat so much. I mean, his wife Savannah's, once in a while Savannah will come in. Nick's probably busy because he's been busy tonight too. So the entire Prophecy's been busy. So because we have lives too, and we have jobs. So we got lives. We can't be on everybody's stream all the time because we work. Unlike you fuckers, but does it really matter if we work or not? We're not on here 24/7, 365, and you can't prove it either. So that's all I gotta say. All right, so I'll see what happens. So I see my view thing going up, 0 to 1, back to 0. So I know who's watching. I know who's watching. The same freaking people. Thanks for the free views, assholes. And that's pretty much it. All right. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. All right. So on this late Tuesday night, on my second video of the night, it is time for your late night NXT 2.0 review for April 5th, 2022, from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. All right, let's get into it. So this is the aftermath show of this past Saturday's NXT Stand and Deliver, which was a pretty damn good show. Where we saw Cameron Grimes to the moon win the North American title in that fatal 5-way ladder match. We saw Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai on the pre-show winning the women's tag team belts from Toxic Attraction. I'll talk about that and why, and another rant. I would have done a separate rant with this, but I'm going to do it on my review. So get ready, get more popcorn because you're going to have another long rant coming up. 2 rants in the same video tonight. So really 3 rants altogether. Just one separate video, you know what I mean? So we got that. We had Dolph Ziggler at the time, the NXT champion. After last night, Braun Breaker won, but Dolph Ziggler beat Braun Breaker, then lost the NXT title on Raw last night. Well, last night. We had that. We had MSK win the tag team belts back for, I believe, the second time, beating Imperium and the Creed brothers. We had Mandy Rose somehow retain the NXT Women's Championship over Io, Corey Jade, and Kaylee Ray. We had Walter beat Eli Drake. Then we had my cousin Tony D'Angelo, pizza for $2. So we had Tony D'Angelo beat Tommaso Ciampa, and we all know what happened at the end of that match. Ciampa, I guess he's going to the main roster, just don't know when. He's kind of on Raw here and there, but not officially on Raw. But anyways, this most likely his last match at NXT, and he I lost my point. What are you looking at, Wrestling Cat? Alright, so, Tommaso Ciampa's last NXT match. In NXT, Triple H comes out, gives him a hug, and everybody says, "Thank you, Ciampa," and everything. So, I'm kind of surprised we didn't hear from Ciampa, tonight, or even on Raw, but I guess we'll see what happens with Ciampa when we hear from him, and that's pretty much it. And then, that's it. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's spend more time. Alright, we started with a montage recapping what happened at Stand and Deliver, what I just mentioned and everything else, with the title changes. Tommaso Ciampa's lost to Tony D, Mandy retained the women's title, Dolph Ziggler retaining, then losing on Raw, the Braun Breaker. So, we'll see what happens tonight, as now we're on the road to whatever comes next. And that's it. Alright, so we're live from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida, and as always, our commentary team, Vic Joseph and Bad News Wade Ballas. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. So listen up, I hit you with a bullhammer. Some Wade Ballas got some bad news. Alright, so we get that. Alright, so we start off the show with the brand new NXT champion, Braun Breaker. We had a pretty weekend. Started off good, inducting his dad, Rick Steiner, and his uncle, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Jump, into the Hall of Fame. So it was a big night for him. Then on Saturday, he tried to get the belt back for the second time, and kind of failed thanks to Bobby Roode. So, weekend was kind of and then last night on Raw, gets a rematch for the NXT title and wins it clean. So, 2-time NXT World Heavyweight Champion Braun Breaker comes out, gets a nice reaction from the crowd. He says it was quite a weekend, like I said, with ups and downs. And then the crowd's like, "We want Ziggler!" No, we don't! Well, Ziggler wasn't there, sadly. So then Braun talks about inducting his dad and his uncle into the Hall of Fame, like I mentioned, then going to Stand and Deliver, just basically what I said before. Where he failed. He said didn't get the job done and isn't going to make excuses. But he then went to WrestleMania. And so Star's like, Bianca Belair, she plays for the Hairs, Bianca Belair, the World Women's Champion. Becky the Man Lynch KO, Kevin Owens, and Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Sounds pretty nice for him. Got him thinking he's going to headline WrestleMania one day, next year. That he wasn't leaving Dallas without our NXT championship, meaning the fans championship, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so he says he dusted himself off, went to Raw, beat Dolph Ziggler's ass in the center of the ring, brought back the belt where it rightfully belongs. Oh, why? You can't have it on... You can't just bring it to NXT? I mean, on Raw and SmackDown? Come on now. So anyway, he's about to continue, and then out comes Imperium! So, the former tag team champions, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, they come out, flanked by Walter. Stupid, calling him Gunther. Ugh. So, Walter comes out with, Aichner and Barthel. They get in the ring. Looked like it was about to be a 3-on-1 beatdown. But Walter gets the mic, says, that was a nice little story there, kid. You had a great little weekend, but nobody cared. Nobody cares. All I care about is that title, which stands for being the best in NXT. And basically the only issue I have with you is, you can't say you're the best until you... Well, actually, Braun says, the only issue I have with you, Walter, is that I can't say I'm the best until I step in the ring with you. So Braun's like, you want a match? You want the title? Let's do it tonight. I'm like, yeah! Do it! Let's do it. Even though it should have been on the next TakeOver show and the next special, whatever it was. Or it could have been at well, could have been on Raw, but yeah. Why not? Let's do it tonight. Alright, so we got an NXT Championship match in the main event tonight. Braun Breaker and Walter. And as I said on Twitter, I was hoping and praying Walter would get the belt. Because, you know, it felt like Breaker, when he won the first time, he held it for like a month, almost 2 months. And then somehow just surprisingly lost to Dolph. Loses at NXT Stand and Deliver when he should have won the belt back, really, if they were going to give him the belt on Monday. And then I was thinking they would do what they did to Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai tonight. They lose the belts in the span of like 2 days. But we'll see what happens in the main event. Alright, so we get that. And then they cut to commercial as the Creed brothers come out. And they make their way to the ring. Right to commercial. I'm like, what? I got mad. I'm like, Kevin Dunn, are you an idiot? Well, mostly he is. I'm like, Kevin Dunn, you idiot. Why would you do that? Cut the commercial as soon as the Creed brothers were coming out to beat the shit out of Imperium. So, they go to commercial, and I gave this segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, we go to break, we come back, we get the Creed brothers. I don't know what that was. Sorry. So we get the Creed brothers and Imperium in a tag team match. But we see what happened during the break, and we see the Creed brothers just knock Imperium out of the ring, beat him up. Come back to the match starts, so we see Brutus roll Barthel around on the floor, drops a couple fists on his back. Barthel turns it around, tags in Aichner. They start beating up on Brutus for a while. Brutus battles back with some European uppercuts. Blocks a body slam, sends Aichner into the ropes. Aichner hits Brutus with a shoulder to the gut. Comes off the ropes and runs him over. Then he tags in Barthel, who locks in a wrist lock. But Brutus kind of counters it and rolls Barthel around. Counter wrestling 1-on-1. And slams him down, tags in Julius, who gets gut ring suplex onto Barthel. One way to use your partner. Aichner then hits an uppercut to counter, but Julius then sends him over with a judo throw. Aichner gets set in the ropes. Julius leaps. He gets caught by Aichner into a Samoan drop. Very nice. Aichner then, with a shot to the head, Julius fights back, gets set in the corner. Then Aichner hits a 1905 backbreaker. Then he tags in Barthel. And they start working on him again. Actually, Julius comes back, catches a charging Barthel with a shot to the gut. Tags in Brutus, hits a measured knee to the gut. Barthel then comes back with an enziguri, tags in Aichner. It's pretty much back and forth they went during this match. Brutus fights him off, gets sent to the ropes, sends Barthel over the top, but Aichner body slams Brutus into the ropes. Ouch. As we go to picture-in-picture, we come back. Aichner has Brutus in a knee bar submission in the center of the ring. Brutus tries to get out of it. And eventually he does. Both men get up. Brutus hits a gut range suplex on Aichner. He crawls to the corner, and both men get the hot tag. Julius comes in, drop kicks Aichner, comes in hot off the apron, knocks Aichner off the apron. Then he takes out Barthel's knee off the ropes. Ow. Then he hits a big lift suplex. Then a pin attempt is broken up by Aichner, who levels Julius before leaving the ring. Then Barthel attacks Julius from behind. So Julius was like, "Hey, where'd you go?" "Oh, there you are." Boom. Then they hit the double shot through the ropes, but really kind of didn't hit it at all. And then after that, for some odd reason, Fabian Aichner's like, "I'm out of here." Walks away, leaving his partner for dead. So the Creeds hit Plant Barthel. Julius comes back in. Get a slam off Brutus's shoulders and a diving clothesline. 1, 2, 3. The Creed brothers get the win. If they did that on Saturday, they won the belts. I just don't understand why they didn't get the belts. They had to give it to MSK. I didn't understand that. But still, the Creed brothers get the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars in about 11.5 minutes. And that's it. So the Creed brothers get the win. I mean, no sign of Malcolm Bivens. I'm like, where the hell did he go? No, I mean, Ivy Nile and Roddy weren't even there either. I'm like, they're just there by themselves? Okay. Just wanted to do it by themselves, I guess. Okay. So we get that. So like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, 2 masked men. No, they weren't MSK. Remember the whole thing with the Creed brothers were, they got attacked and they're finding out who the hell attacked them. And then I think it was Julius or Brutus gets a text. It's like, "Oh, it's from a 718 number." And everybody's thinking, all right, what New York tag team would fight them? Right? So they get hit from behind with chairs. And they lay them out. Then they stand in the middle of the ring. Now we're finding out who the hell these guys are. They take the mask, the ski mask off, and it's Pretty Deadly, former NXT Tag Team Champions. They introduce themselves. They're now on NXT America, and they come in and start mocking the Creed brothers. So there you go. That's the ones that attacked the Creed brothers a few weeks ago. There you go. And I went nuts. I was like, yeah, Pretty Deadly, nice. So they're bringing a lot of people from NXT UK over now. They're bringing Kaylee Ray. They've been in Walter. Pete Dunne back in the day. Who else came over? A-Kid. The Grizzled Young Veterans. They brought a lot of people over from NXT UK over the last couple of years, and actually starting to more people now. I think I don't know if Nikita Lyons was in no, I don't think she was. But yeah, they're bringing a lot of people over from NXT UK, which is I think is a good idea. Showcase them. Showcase these people. Bring them over to the States and let them do their magic. We'll see what happens with that. So I can't wait for this Pretty Deadly Creed Brothers feud to continue. It's gonna be awesome. Like you, Mike. Yeah, not you. Yeah. I know I'm awesome. I know. What do you think of Pretty Deadly? I think they're awesome too, but not as awesome as me. Yeah, they kind of look like a glam band with the hair. They kind of look like 1980, like a 1986 glam band, like like Cinderella or something like that. Do you like glam metal there, Mikey? Nah, I don't get into that shit. Guys wearing makeup and the spray tan and getting their hair big and all that shit. like that shit. But you had a great mullet back in the day. You still do. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, because I'm awesome. Gotta have an awesome mullet. Because I'm awesome. I'm like awesome. God damn it. You know, I kind of had a mullet before I kind of cut it a little bit. Yeah, but you still look good, Gilmore. Well, I like that. Just so remember, I don't go that way, Mike. Well, I know. Okay. Just so we're frank, you know, because you have a girl, you have Mae Young giving you gummy blowjobs. I got Rosa giving me an actual blowjob. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. That's all. Pretty much it. So yeah. Okay, Mike. Just wanted to say that. Nick's not here, but you can say bye to him in spirit. Bye, Nick. Bye, Nick. You bastards. Bye, fans. Okay, get out of here. Anyway, good old Mike Awesome, who should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm still going to petition for that, for Mike Awesome to get in the Hall of Fame. And Melina and Miss Elizabeth and everybody else who should be in the Hall of Fame too. But it is what it is. I'd like to see Mike Awesome get in before, other people that, will eventually get in. Imagine if Mike Awesome gets in before Brian Pillman, I'm going to laugh. Though I think Brian Pillman should be in before him, but same. But it is what it is. Alright, so Pretty Deadly makes their debut on NXT TV. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, now we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell, looking nice. She's backstage with, 3 other hot bitches. Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, Jacy Jayne, and the lovely NXT Women's Champions, Mandy Rose. So, really, if you think about it, 4 nice pieces of ash. If you think about it, but really it's 3. In my case, it's 3. Anyway, so they take exception at being called the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions after Gigi and Jacy lost on the pre-show to Raquel and Dakota Kai. They get their rematch coming up tonight. They blame Wendy Choo Choo for the loss. Jacy said she's sick and tired of Raquel and Dakota's reunion already. He's like, stop talking about it. So basically, they promised to end Raquel and Dakota's career once and for all. And then Mandy promises that Gigi and Jacy will be two-time NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions after tonight. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we see Cameron Grimes to the moon. Walk into the ring. Gonna have a nice little celebration after winning the NXT title. And we get that. Alright, so we go to commercial. We come back with Cameron in the ring. The crowd starts chanting, "You deserve it!" And then some idiots are like, "No, you don't!" If I was in that crowd, I'd smack some people like, "Shut up! He deserves it, god damn it!" Fucking idiot. Fucking marks. Just can't, if somebody good gets it, everybody's happy, but then somebody else doesn't get it, like, fuck this guy, he shouldn't even have the title. And then they get mad, it's like, oh, he should. Typical fucking marks. And I'm not a mark. I'm a wrestling fan. Damn it. But anyway, so Cameron's like, we did it. Well, he did it. I did it for myself. I did it for the Lock. I did it for the people. So Grimes says we did it. Says he made good on his promise. And his dad now is looking down from heaven, smiling ear to ear. Because he did it for his dad. He says he climbed the ladder to success at Stand Deliver. He said that knowing that time stood still and all the amounts of his father giving his blood, sweat, and tears for the business and raising him as a single parent to be the man he is. He says he's not going to get complacent and will do everything he can to make sure the champion goes up, down, all around on multiple trips to the moon. Alright, so I thought that was it. He was going to leave. Nice little celebration, and we're going to leave it at that. Then I was wondering, well, who's his first opponent going to be? Is Mello going to come out and Trick Williams going to come out and ask for that rematch? No. Out comes, one of the members of that Fatal 5-Way match, Solo Sikoa, comes in the ring, congratulates Cameron on making good on his promise to his dad, bringing a hell of a performance at Stand and Deliver. It was a great match to open. He says everyone was saying that you would win, which is cool, but just remember the hard part is holding on to it. And he says, I came to NXT to face the best, and this is the great part. Championship runs all through my bloodline. Wink, wink. It was like, oh. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right. You just remembered it, Cameron. Who's associated with? You know who it is. You know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know who Solo Sikoa is affiliated with. Besides the Usos, we the ones. You know, he's related. You know, he's part of that Samoan family led by our tribal unified chief, Mr. Roman Reigns, of course. So the fans are going crazy. I went like, yes, that's right. He says he will be a champ. He says a champion needs a challenger, and that's going to be me. So I'm like, okay, we'll go that route. Why not? So Cameron says, I respect you. I see a man who fought every day to be standing in this moment. Nice little reference to in this moment. And he says, well, if I'm a champion like I say I am, I have to beat people just like you. So he tells him, you got your match. He extends his hand. We get a code of honor. Then Solo Sikoa's like, get over here. Cause I beat you. That's it. They say somewhere it's like, yeah. That's it. Alright, so next week, actually, we get this match. Surprisingly, next week. Okay. So, next week for the North American title, Cameron Grimes defends against Solo Sikoa. I think Cameron will win. I just don't think they're gonna, like, have Cameron be a one-week champion. I just don't think they're gonna do that. Kind of like when he won the $1 million title, and just like, hey, we don't want it. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna be a, you know, it's not a real belt. Which they should have done with it, but just gave it back to Ted DiBiase. I think the next on the next NXT after that pay-per-view, whatever the special was. I forget what it was. I think it was the Great American Bash. I forget which one it was, but we'll move on from there. So that's gonna happen next week. So pretty good segment with both of them. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. All right. After this, we get some creepiness. Well, besides Dexter, but we get some more the other creepy bastards. Joe Gacy, a resident conservative, and his good buddy Harland. They're in the back. Gacy says he's here and says that the one beacon of light in the world is family, someone who knows every side. Your deepest thoughts, your vulnerabilities, what makes you tick. And it's imperative to success. If you don't have family, it only leads to self-destruction. Somebody's getting biblical here. Joe Gacy, a resident conservative, you know. It is what it is. And just, you know, freaking Harland's like, just standing there. So we get that. Then it leads to Draco Anthony watching on the TV in the locker room. Zion Quinn walks in because they're kind of like a team. I don't know what's going on with them. Because Zion Quinn's like, you shouldn't be worried about Gacy and Harland. Just don't worry about it. You know, I got your back and everything. And basically Zion Quinn comes in. He looks at the TV. He's like, hey, don't watch that anymore. Stop that. So Draco says, don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. You know. I don't need you watching my back. So Quinn like slams the freaking locker door. He's like, no. You need to be taught some respect. Damn. Okay. I'll slap him into reality. There you go. Why not? Respect my authority. And that's it. And so we'll see what happens with all of that. So I gave all of that 3 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from that. Then sadly we had to get a recap of the whole Index Dusha show-off that happened at Stand and Deliver when both lovely couples went to went to a store, like a cowboy store, to get dressed up in cowboy gear, which led to a vote by the NXT Universe, which Index won the hottest couple in NXT, and then Dusha says, "Oh, it's rigged." Ugh. And then a little bit, we're gonna get Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson. Hey. Just, I don't know. I didn't need to see that. Anyway, but what I did want to see is Mackenzie Mitchell. She's back. And she's backstage with Tiffany Stratton, otherwise known as Boogie Hogan. Boogie Hogan, brother, Boogie Hogan. You know, the little rich girl. Daddy! Somebody stole my credit card! Anyway, Tiffany Stratton is there. So Mackenzie asks if everyone forgot the travesty that happened to her last week when Saray the schoolgirl cost her match. It wasn't really Saray the schoolgirl, it was Saray, the warrior of the sun, if you will. So anyway, Tiffany says Saray won't see the sun after she loses to her. Again. She says she's a winner, not a loser. And then she's like, she starts like, I'm a winner, not a loser. Daddy! Spoiled brat. So she throws a fit and left. Now I'm like, okay. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So the whole Saray Tiffany Stratton feud continues. That's it. We'll move on from there. Alright, that's it. Alright, then we get to our next match. Dexter Lumis, and with his lovely wife, Indy Hartwell. He takes on Duke Hudson and, well, his girlfriend, or I don't know whatever it is, you know, sex partner, BFF, side chick, dime piece, whatever it is. So, okay, so basically it's one half of Index taking on one half of Dusha. And good lord, this match was unbearable to watch. It was so horrible. I mean, they did fight, and then they go to the outside, and Dexter's on like near the ring post, and Duke is trying to like grabs his arms and tries to bring him into the, you know, trying to like mess up his arms and around the post, and Dexter's kind of fighting it off, and like maybe they were trying to he's trying to like pull Duke into the ring post. And then they're like having a tug of war, and then Indy Hartwell and Dusha are like grabbing them by their pants and like trying to pull their pants down so everybody can see their ass and balls. Ugh, no one wants to see that. So then somehow they like the tug of war ends. The guys fall on top of the chicks, almost having simulated sex with them, and then the referee counts them out. I have to do it. Grab your Book of Doom, ladies and gentlemen, and do what you need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3. Why is this happening? Why can't they just break these two up? These four up, I should say. Why? What is the point of this? What is the point? I mean, now they're doing it on the main roster on Raw with, you know, Tamina Snuka and Akira Tozawa getting engaged, and now Dana Brooke and Reggie got engaged. They're basically doing the same fucking storyline on Raw, just without the wedding part yet. Of course, you know that's coming. And nobody wants to see that crap. Just get rid of the 24/7 title and just release all four of them. And just on NXT, just, you know, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do with those four people. I don't know why Indy and Persia are fighting to see who's the best lover. I mean, really? Oh, my guy has a bigger dick than your guy does. Well, yeah, but he satisfies me better. I'm like, nobody cares. Anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, yeah, I gave the match a dud because it was just horrible. Just horrible. Alright, we got a comment from, well, I think it's a troll. but it's DH, where, you know, a good friend, Josh White, it's a nut job. Well, that's given. He said, Poston was talking about you in his last video, basically saying that you ruined the YWC by causing drama. Poston in his conspiracy theories again. What else is new? And how do I ruin the YWC by causing drama? I don't cause drama. How? I'll watch the video and then I'll just laugh. But how do I cause drama? I mean, between who? Oh, but you get involved in it. You're always on different people's chats. How's that causing drama? I'm in the chat to observe. I'll write here and there. But I don't cause drama. What do you do? And what do you care? Poston, what do you give two shits? You're just hanging on your good buddy that you've been friends on and off with for, you know, as long as I've been on this fucking website. You're hanging on his small nutsack. Like, get off this fucking nutsack already. I have no problem with you, but I mean, come on. Just shut up. All the other people need to shut up too. All your accusations and shit. Just shut the fuck up. Because you don't know me from a hole in the wall. Yeah, you're out of here. Get him out. I'll take care of him. I'll take care of him. Get out of here. That probably was Dark Horse too. Well, he got buried tonight. I don't want to talk. I'll talk about it. I don't care. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah. Yeah, we just buried the living crap out of your little buddy there, Poston. I'll just say that. We just buried him earlier tonight. Because he was doing, you know. I can't. I just can't with this fucking website. I just can't. Now, people making accusations that people don't work. You know, Dark Horse, you know, making a video showing his wages from DoorDash. Nobody gives two shits. Really? And he's talking about ITB and, you know, good buddy. No, I have no problem with ITB. Or even, well, not so much ZTB. You know, he's kind of a drama starter too, but I have no problem with him. I just think he starts too much drama. But that's just my opinion. And if TCP takes it the wrong way, well, that's all I gotta say about that. But I have no problem with ITB. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, I mean, really, did ITB ever tell? I mean, we were talking about it on Chase's stream, which we can't see because it's private. But basically, ITB never told Dark Horse to show his wages from DoorDash. Did he? No. Now Josh wants to make a point because he wants attention. Because he gets so little of it and he gets buried all the time. It was not by Will, it was by Chase, it was by me, it was by anybody else. He just can't handle it. No wonder well, I'm not going to go that length, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, really, what does it matter if we have a job or not? Where we work should not even matter. You know? Where we work, if we work from home, we work in an office, we work at, Target, or work at somewhere else, what does it matter? Oh, you have a job, but you're on here 24/7, 365. How is that possible? If we work, we make our hard-earned money. We make money. We can't. How can we do videos on our computer or on our phone? We have to pay for our phone. We have to have a job, right? To pay for our internet bill and pay for our phone bill. Don't you get that? We don't get it from the government. You know, most of us have jobs. Unless you're disabled, and yeah, you do get it from the government. You get it from SSI, you get it from whatever. But still, I mean, even if you're on SSI, you can't be on the internet all fucking day. Come on now. Unless you're, well, that clown, but, but that's irrelevant, but still. I mean, really, Josh, I mean, stop, just shut up. We don't have jobs. I mean, I'm not saying DoorDash is a bad job. I mean, it's a job, you gotta make money, to pay your bills. Somehow. Not the greatest job in the world. I mean, working at Target or working at Walmart's not a great job, really a great job too. But, it's a job nonetheless. And you go, you make your money, and if you want to, you come home, you eat, you do whatever, and if you want to make a video, you make a video when you feel like it. You don't have to be on 24/7, 365. And, and you have a job, and then, all these fucking people call your job to try to get you fired. I mean, what is the point of doing that? That's stupid and fucking low. You should be fucking put in jail for doing that shit. But people that work in, for DoorDash, they work for themselves, they work from home. Because they're making their own money. Some people work at their own pace. They have different hours. They set their own pace, like for DoorDash or Postmates or Uber Eats or whatever, Lyft. They work at their own pace. They make their own schedule and they make their own money. They're not on here, It's like you have a shift with DoorDash at like 5 o'clock at night to like 12 o'clock. You're gonna be on from like whatever time you wake up until the time you go to work. I mean, if you want to make a video, that's fine, but I don't know. I feel like I'm sounding like a hypocrite, but whatever. But still, for people to say that, claiming that I don't have a job and I'm on here 24/7, 365 is false. Is false. Because I showed ever since I started this thing that I worked. I make my own money, and I make a good amount of money. I have to pay bills. I have to pay for Casa del Gilmore. I have to pay for my phone bill. I have to pay for my internet bill. If I can't pay my internet bill, how am I going to do a video? I mean, really. Got to pay for my TV. How am I going to watch Monday Night Raw or NXT or all the good shows I watch? On Netflix. Gotta pay a cable bill, gotta pay a phone bill, gotta pay the utilities for the house, the rent, or the mortgage, or whatever. If you have a car, you gotta pay for the car, the gas. You need a job to do that, right? It just feels like these people are fucking hypocrites. Saying that people don't have jobs, and then when they say you don't have to show your wages. I think that's stupid. And it's kind of exposing yourself. I don't have to do that. I say I got a job, I got a job. I say I made good money, I made good money. I don't have to show it. I don't have to show my bank statements or my wages or anything like that. You don't believe me? Then don't believe me. I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit, really? So, yeah. So just shut the fuck up about that shit. Go your own way. Just shut the fuck up. And I'm not starting drama with Dark Horse because I personally don't give two shits about him. I'm going my own way. I'm doing my own thing. And if guys like Josh or anybody else can't accept that, then too bad. Too bad. That's all I gotta say about that. Because all you're doing is trying to get attention. That's it. I don't need to get involved in your business. I'll say what I have to say, and that's it. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. And that's it. Yeah. Alright, so that guy's out of here. Fuck him. Fuck him and probably a Polson Dark Horse dick rider too. But it is what it is. Alright, got the Cryo Queen in the chat. Lauren's here. She says, "Get the fuck out of here, troll." Well, I took care of him. Then she says, "No, it wasn't." No, it wasn't what. But yeah, Lauren's been in a bad mood since 6 o'clock this evening. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. It's just the same fucking shit with people. Same fucking shit. And if I say something in the chat, it's like, oh, he's a hypocrite, he's this and that. I'm not causing drama, I'm giving my opinion. And if you can't handle my opinion, then get the fuck out of this website, off this website. And off social media, for that matter, too. You can't handle the heat, get out of here. And personally, I don't care what people think of me. I personally don't care. I ignore it. I don't really give two shits, really. I got my own problems to worry about. I'm trying to fix my problems the best way I can. Not focusing on this crappy website, focusing on my job and my life. But that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, we'll move on. Alright, so after that horrible fucking double count out with Dexter and Index and Dusha, pissed me the fuck off. We go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell. She's with the women's tag team champions, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Dakota says they've done way more damage to each other than Gigi and Casey have before they reunited last week, before the pay-per-view. Raquel says that Toxic Attraction are making threats because they're scared, and they'll continue to remain tag team champions, which is bad news for you, Gigi and Casey. Not courtesy of Bad News Barry, but alright, so that's hyping up the match. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Anyway, move on. Alright, then we see Marcel Barthel backstage. He's still pissed off about losing to the Creed brothers and then Fabian Aichner leaving him. So he runs on, Gunther's getting ready for his match with Braun Breaker for the NXT title. So he's just going nuts, and Walter, sorry, I said Gunther, I meant Walter. Walter says that you and your partner need to get on the same page, get your freaking act together. But I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to bring prestige to the sport of professional wrestling, win the NXT title, and I can't have any more distractions. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully they don't break up Barthel and Aichner. I hope they don't. Really, don't break up Imperium at all. That'll just totally suck. But I'm glad that Walter said the sport of professional wrestling. Because wrestling is a sport, not sports entertainment. I don't care what any of you motherfuckers say. I'll beat you till the day I fucking die with that. Because wrestling is a sport. I proved that on TGC 193. So go on my, what used to be my TGC Reborn channel, now called the Shadows Lair. Just look up TGC 193 in my videos. Go to that video. Wrestling is a sport. I proved everything. With a receipt. So, you want to debate me about it? Let's do it like Paul Stanley says. I'll win, too. So I can provide facts on that, too, and evidence. So, it's what it is. Anyway, so we got that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get to the women's tag team match. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai defending against Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, and the lovely Jacy Jayne. Match was alright until the end. But I'm just going to paraphrase a little bit because I'm getting tired. Pretty much a back and forth match between all 4 ladies. Lots of near falls. Toxic Attraction at one point. We're working on the injured leg of Raquel Gonzalez. And then beating up Dakota Kai. But we're getting near the end of the match. And we get a little chaos going on. All 4 women are down in the ring. Raquel gets up, tags herself in. She picks up Gigi for a body slam. Gigi counts into a Stone Cold Stunner. So they're about to win the belts, and then Wendy Choo-Choo is out here. But then Mandy Rose comes from behind and attacks her, throws her into the ring steps. Then Dakota Kai's like, "What did you do to my friend?" And while in the ring, while the referee is distracted with everything. Raquel hits the Chicana bomb on... Well, she goes for the Chicana bomb, on Gigi. Jason then with a chop block to the injured leg. And then they knock Dakota Kai off the apron. They hit a double kick. Then they hit Toxic Shock. It was like a high-low with just like a leg kick in between. So they hit that. 1, 2, 3. We have brand new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Once again, Toxic Attraction get the belts back. Which makes no fucking sense. Why did they lose the belts in the first place to win it back 2.5 days later? And it just goes to show they don't give two shits about Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai as a tag team. Their second reign as champions, they've held the titles, both reigns, combined for a total of 3 days. 3. Because they won the Dusty Cup last year. They lost on the same freaking night that the titles were introduced by William Regal. They lose to Shotzi and Ember, which made no sense. Because like Shotzi and Ember go to the main roster. What was the point of that? They get the belts back at Stand and Deliver and lose it in 2 days. To the same team. Well, not the same team. To the team they beat. What is the point? What was the point? Seems like WWE doesn't, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Should have done everything that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania or Stand and Deliver that night. Not at the Aftermath show. It just makes no sense. This company is just retarded at times. So I got pissed and I just went on a humongous rant on Twitter as well. But it makes no sense to have Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez hold the titles twice for a grand total of 3 days. It makes no sense. And now who's gonna beat them? Bueller? Who the hell is gonna beat them Toxic Attraction again? Again, is it gonna be Raquel and Dakota? Probably not. Because now Dakota Kai is getting an NXT Women's title match next week against Mandy Rose. You think she's gonna win? No. No. I just have a feeling they'll probably do a rematch at the next event, mega event. They'll probably give it back to them and then they can lose it again like the next day. Makes no sense. This women's tag team division is garbage on NXT. There's not that many teams. Now what's going to happen with Wendy Choo Choo, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez? It's going to probably lead into a six-woman tag team match eventually. That really nobody cares about. But really, who's going to, really? Seriously, who is, seriously, like Nick would say, seriously, who's going to beat Toxic Attraction now? If it's not Raquel and Dakota again. Could be Indian Persia, it's like, oh, let's put our differences aside, our men and everything. Let's team up and go for the belts and win it. Then they still fight over that. Who else is left? You're gonna have Valentina Feroz and what's her the other chick's name? I can't think of the other one. That's the Spanish women's tag team. I forgot the other person's name, but you're gonna have them win? Probably not. We're going to have Io and Kaylee Ray team up again? I love that, but I don't know what's going to happen with Io at this point. A lot of rumors saying that she was going to go to the main roster. I guess not yet. We didn't see Io or Kaylee Ray on the show tonight. Guess they'll probably see them next week. So that's probably the only team I can think of. They did win the Dusty Cup, but, then that kind of got used as a Money in the Bank type thing. It's like, hey, you won the Dusty Cup, you get a women's title. Both of you get into that women's title match. They didn't earn it. Mandy's like, they just took Mandy's words out of context. just got thrown in with Cora Jade. Basically making a 3-on-1 handicap match for Mandy. This makes no sense. So if anything, what I would do as a booker, say, hey, you guys won the Dusty Cup. I mean, we didn't mean to put you in the women's title match where we, just did it to get ratings and everything. It's like, hey, we'll just say, okay, you over. You guys get the tag team title match and you win. So they'll probably make Io and Katie Ray the women's tag team champions. They'll probably hold it for a long time until Io and maybe Zoe Stark's feud, if it even happens, starts. Then they break them up, and then I don't know who wins. Probably be Toxic Attraction for the third time. Just sad. And you can only imagine if AEW brings in women's tag team belts, which have been rumored that they were going to do. I mean, there's a lot of women there. You can put a lot of tag teams in there, like the Bunny and Penelope Ford. You can you team them up because they've been teaming for a while. Anna Jay and Ty Conti, or Anna Jay and Ruby Soho. Any version of that, but I mean, you just throw women together and you have a great women's division and women's tag team division. I was like, this would be better than fucking WWE's tag team division, men and women. Because, AEW and Ring of Honor had the best tag team divisions. Same thing with Japan. We've said that for years. Even Impact, too. At least the women's division in Impact, the women's tag team division is great. Because you know what has it right now? The Prophecy has it now. My Demon Assassin, my Demon Bride, Rosemary, and the powerhouse herself, Jessica Havoc. And pretty soon, our good buddy Crazy Steve and Black Taurus are going to win those men's tag team belts. So the Prophecy will have all the gold. And hopefully they'll give either Rosemary or Jessica Havoc the Knockouts title. Then the Prophecy will be doing a ton more damage than we're doing right now. But we'll see. Alright, so yeah. The match was alright. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And other than that, they should have not even gave Raquel and Dakota Kai the belts just to have them lose in 2 days. Just don't care about them. They don't. Get rid of them. Put them up to the main roster. Get them out of there. It is what it is. Alright, up next we got my cousin Tony D'Angelo. Hey, Bison! He's going to have his coronation as the Dawn of NXT, which is going to be hosted by his best friend AJ Galante, otherwise known as Fat Vinny from the Jersey Shore. Yeah, buddy. So they're out next. Alright, then we see another vignette with Joe Gacy and Harlan. This time Gacy talks about how chaos defines you as a person, and you do what you can do to control it. Like what I'm trying to do with my anger. But what happens when you can't control it? It then controls you. I think Gacy saw something. He must have saw something on my social media, and it's like, hey, let's do a promo about Peter Gilmore. Why not? I'm like, okay. Maybe Gacy had a dream or something like that. It's like, let's do something like that. Okay. But yeah, I agree with him. Some things you can't control. Or it's like anger, like your anger, or my impulse control disorder I have. I let it control me, and I lost a lot of friendships on this website and off. I hurt a lot of people in my personal life, very important people, but I'm trying to, I let it control me. Now I'm trying to fix it. And it's just been a long, hard road. But eventually, I promise you that this whole thing will get fixed by the grace of God Almighty Himself. And that's all I gotta say about that. I already told the Privacy in private with that, so they're all on board with me. Right, Lauren? Nick? Prince? Everybody? But we'll move on. Alright, so after that, AJ Galante comes out, and we have a little setup in the ring. We have it looks like a ring, not a ring, but ring you put on your finger. Got some nice red wine. Got a picture of Tony, looking nice, and some other stuff. So he comes out and he introduces his good friend, the man of the hour, Tony D'Angelo. So he comes out, gets in the ring, says, "How great was Stand and Deliver?" He says everyone was rooting for Ciampa, thought he'd run right through him, but we all saw what happened. He says what he did was unbelievable, but tonight it gets even better. So AJ says there's a card on the table, look like a Joker card, with a little bit of blood on it. He says that signifies that you're ready to become the Don. When your blood hit the card, you enter the unbreakable oath, and if you break it, you're gonna leave on your back. That's Mafia style. Oof. His loyalty can never be questioned. He says the code of silence can never be broken. Nice. He says the code. Wait a second. Okay. The crowd's like not buying this. Jerks. So he asks Tony. He's like, "You ready to become the Don?" Tony's like, he thinks about it for a second. He's like, "Yeah, Paisan, let's do it. Come on." Okay. So AJ puts the ring on Tony, which looks basically like not even a diamond ring. It's just a ring, like a gold ring, like a gold nugget ring. I guess he's gonna use that in his matches. So basically, they're doing an MJF here. Not that he won the match. Well, he won the match and got a ring the hard way, you know. Tony gets it. That was the same way, basically. So he puts the ring on Tony. Then they do the whole kiss in the cheek thing. The whole, if you're an Italian, you know what that means. It could mean the kiss of death, if you watch The Godfather, or a blessing, which this was. So AJ then officially and formally presents Tony D'Angelo as the Don of NXT. We get a little graphic on the Tron. Then they share a glass of wine. Why not? Should have had a nice plate of chicken parmesan. Or a pizza for $2. So we get all that. So it was nice, a little nostalgic, Kind of made me happy being an Italian god. So kind of felt like a scene from a mafia movie almost. I made him an offer I can't refuse. I'm gonna put a dead horse's head in his bed when he wakes up. Oh God. But yeah, now Tony D's the Don, and I don't think anybody's gonna mess with him. And maybe anybody in his family, basically. That's it. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that was it. People say it was stupid. I thought it was great. Because I'm Italian, I can say that. If you don't like it, you can get sent up the river. Mafia style. But we'll move on. Alright, then we see Mackenzie Mitchell backstage with MSK, Wesley, and that woman abuser himself, Nash Carter. I don't know why they were on. Knowing how Twitter blew up the last few days. So anyway, Wesley says after a 5-month odyssey of twists and turns, we got the belts back for the second time. And then Nash Carter, that woman abusing idiot, says they didn't appreciate them enough the first time. So then Wesley says all the hungry teams can come and get it. They say the Creeds are not going to get their singles tag team match, but Pretty Deadly are there too. So I guess they were talking about Pretty Deadly for some odd reason. Then Grayson Waller comes in. He's he's got his arm in a sling after taking that sick fucking bump off the top of the ladder and completely missed. Carmelo Hayes went right through the ladder, and it looked like his arm just his arm shattered. So he's there with his big man Sangha. He says the MSK won't be champions for long. So MSK's like, "Oh, you guys want to do it right now? We can do it right now." But Waller's like, "Well, I'm not medically cleared. I'm not in no condition to fight right now. But when I'm healed, we're coming for those tag team titles." And you'd probably know that Grayson Waller and Sangha, of all people, are going to win the tag team titles next. I don't know why. Why? I'd rather just give it to give it to the Creed brothers. I know they're gonna do. Hopefully they will in the next couple months, but I guess the Creed brothers are gonna get done after they get done with Pretty Deadly. But then again, I'd rather have Pretty Deadly win the tag team titles next, because they were pretty damn good with the, you know, I don't know how long their reign was as NXT UK tag team champions, but they're a very, no pun intended, deadly team. They got nice hair. They look like they're on a glam band, and not Poison. Ha! But that's all I gotta say. But big ups to my good friend Bret Michaels and CC DeVille and Bobby Dahl and Ricky Rocket. Poison! So we get that. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we see Dakota Kai in the back. She's just lost her shit. Throwing stuff, throwing ladders and pipes. Flipping over tables. She's pissed. Then she tells Mandy Rose that your ass is mine and you're not safe. So then we find out later that she gets a NXT Women's title match. Out of all that, she gets a title match. Okay. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we get to finally we get to another match. Nikita Lyons, that ass! Taking on Lash Legend. I don't know what she does. But anyway, it was an okay match. Nothing great here. You know, they've been going at it for weeks. You know, talking some smack on the Lash Legend show and all that other stuff. It was a pretty quick match. A little over 4.5 minutes. Lash trips Lyons up, goes into a jackknife cover for an air fall, but Lyons comes back with that sick roundhouse kick of hers, then finishes Lash Legend off with that split-legged leg drop. Say that 5 times fast. Gets the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Thank you for coming. But another win for Nikita Lyons. And I can probably say that she's well on her way to a possible NXT Women's title match pretty soon. I hope she wins it too. That ass! God damn. And we'll move on from there. Alright. After that, we go to the parking lot. And we see Tony D'Angelo and his good buddy AJ Galante. They're walking out. They're leaving. They talk about what they're going to do next for dinner. I couldn't have dinner in the ring. Alright, so I was like, oh, we have some wine. Now we're going to go out to dinner. Have some chicken parmesan. You know, some pasta Alfredo or whatever. You know, hang out with the boys. You know, drink some beer, whatever. Have a nice Italian dinner. But as they're leaving, the Legado del Fantasma comes out, the entire group, like Santos Escobar, the lovely Elektra Lopez, and Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. They're out there. Santos congratulates Tony on becoming the Don of NXT, but he kind of warns, he says, I'm used to being the boss. And he kind of brings up Ingo Nabales, which was a nice touch. He says he's a jefe. What are you, Dario Cueto? Jefe? He says he gives Tony some advice. Keep your business out of our business, and everything will be peachy clean. So it looks like we're gonna get a Tony D'Angelo Santos Escobar feud coming up. I'm okay with that. You know, kind of like a Mafia War type storyline. Why not? Let's do it. Just don't bring out the guns and everything. Kind of feels like the Mexican cartel, the Spanish cartel against the Italian Mafia. You know who wins that? You know who wins that, and it doesn't take a scientist to figure that out. The Mafia always wins. Always. It's like the prophecy, we always win. It's like that great line from that great song by my great band, Motionless in White, called Devil's Night on the, what was that, on the, I think it was their 3rd album, I believe, 3rd or 4th album. There's a line in the song that says, oh, we may be defeated, but we're here to stay forever and always. That's the prophecy's rule. We may be defeated, we may take some good shots, but we're here to stay forever and always. And you're gonna learn to love it, like Ric Flair says. Because the prophecy always wins. No matter what. We win no matter what. And I always win no matter what. Just remember that. Because I'm the champ, bitch. And you're not. Alright, so we'll see what happens with Santos Escobar, the Legado del Fantasma, and Tony D. And we'll see what happens with that moving forward. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then before the main event, we get a promo from Kushida, part of Jakatan. He's talking in Japanese. We have the subtitles, of course. So he says Von Wagner made a mistake when he attacked Jakatan last week and destroyed Ikemen Jiro's jacket, ripping it to shreds. He says the jacket was a part of Ikemen Jiro's character, but Ikemen's not afraid of Wagner, or him as well. So Kushida says that Von Wagner's time is up. So we'll see what happens with that. That's all I gotta say about that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so next week on the program, we got 3 title matches. Feels like championship night on NXT next week. So we got for the NXT North American Championship, Cameron Grimes and Solo Sikoa. For the Women's Championship, Mandy Rose defending against Dakota Kai. Then we got for the tag team titles, I thought that was going to happen a little bit later, so I guess Grayson Waller is going to heal up by next week. So Grayson Waller and Sanga are going to take on MSK. So MSK's second reign as tag team champions will probably last a week. Good. Good. Give it to Grayson Waller and Sanga and then get them out of here. They're both fired. Then they'll go back to Impact and be with Trey Miguel and reform the Rascals. Well, send Desmond Xavier back. Nash Carter can get fucking fired. Fired, blackballed, blacklisted, never seen or heard from again. Fuck him. But like I said, this whole thing with him and Kimberly and now Wesley's wife and who knows what Desmond Xavier is gonna say because they all live together in that goddamn house. Sad in itself. Well, I guess I assume Kimberly has now left the house. I hope so, but if it's actual evidence, or the fans are saying that it's all a lie, Wesley's wife saying that Kimberly's making all this shit up, we'll see. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, so those 3 title matches next week on the program should be pretty damn good. We'll see. All right, then we go to your main event. For the NXT World Title, Braun Breaker, which I agree should call Braun Steiner now. I gotta agree with my good buddy, what's his name? He's on Instagram. I think his name is Bud. I forgot his name. But anyway, I agreed with one of my friends on Instagram that Braun Breaker's name should be now Braun Steiner, because I've been talking about the Steiner Brothers for the whole weekend up to now. So anyway, Braun Breaker takes on Walter. Match was alright, pretty damn good, but still, I think the ending was kind of I was hoping Walter would win. Did he? No. 13-minute match. Kind of ended right on time, right around 10 o'clock. Usually it would go over sometimes, but pretty good TV match. But this should have been on like Stand and Deliver, or they should have kind of built it up until the next mega show, whenever that is, probably be May or June. But anyway, back and forth match they went. Getting near the end, Gunther leads right into a spear by Mr. Breaker. Walter again, comes back so pumped up. Oh, actually, Breaker is, I should say. He grabs Walter, but Walter hits that shotgun chop. They start trading punches and chops, and they're both staggering. And then Braun hits a knee lift, but Walter with a 1905 sleeper hold. Braun is fading, and it looks like Walter is about to win the belt, but Braun somehow wakes up, hits a jawbreaker, then a clothesline. Then he picks up Walter. He somehow picks the guy up. That's showing that strength. And he hits the Gorilla Press Slam. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains the NXT Heavyweight Championship of the World. In a pretty decent match, I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. Pretty damn good. I was hoping Walter would win. I mean, they built him up so good as a monster in NXT. He holds the title for almost 2 years. Well, a little over, like 2 years plus. Comes to the main roster, kind of reform, like makes appearing a foursome, and until I forgot the guy's name, but then he left, and then it became a threesome, and they're doing pretty damn good. Aichner and Marcel Barthel win the tag team titles a couple of times. I was thinking Walter would be the next one to win the world title. And he's just in some ridiculous feuds. And they built him up so much, and now he loses clean to Bron Breakker. So basically, he looked like a jobber. I'm like, why? I know you want to, maybe you're making up for Bron Breakker's first run, which didn't last that long. They decided to give it to Dolph Ziggler for ratings. But, like I said, I would have done this match much later. Put it on a pay-per-view or something like that. Or a NXT special or whatever on Tuesday night. Not tonight, right? All nights. But it is what it is. So, sucks. Sucks, and I'm not happy about it. So, Bron Breakker gets the win, and he retains the title. So, like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And Breakker's celebrating with the belt. Everybody's happy and everything. I thought that was going to be the end of the show. They showed the little graphic on the end, so I was like, the show's going to fade to black. But does it? No! I was surprised about that. They stopped. They take the signature thing down, the logo down. They go to the back. We see Rick Steiner on the Tron, and talking to his son. He's like, "I'm proud of you." I'm like, he looked like a somber movie. He looked like he was sick or something. Like, what the hell happened to Rick Steiner? Must have got too drunk with Big Papa Dump at the bar or something like that. So he says, "I'm proud of you, son. Very proud of you." Blah blah blah. And he just looks down, and then the camera pulls back. He's being held hostage in one of those shark cage things they use. And who put him in the cage? Well, it's Joe Gacy. Of all people, Joe Gacy has held Bron Breakker's dad, Rick Steiner, hostage, and Harlan's there, and he has, I don't know what that was. It looked like a pipe or a chain pipe. I don't know what it was. And Gacy says, we're going to teach this dog, an old dog, some new tricks. And then the camera kind of goes black. You see Harlan kind of, move the stick or whatever it was, on the cage, and then the screen goes black, and then you hear BAM! BAM! So I'm thinking like they opened the cage and beat the shit out of Rick Steiner. God damn. And I'm like, oh wow. So it looks like this Bron Breakker's next feud. Why don't you just have Joe Gacy come out during the beginning of the show to challenge for the belt, instead of doing this whole thing with Draco Anthony. So I guess we're going to get a Bron Breakker Joe Gacy feud. I would not be surprised if they give Joe Gacy the belt. I would not be surprised. I think it would be great, actually. Joe Gacy, former two-time CCW World Heavyweight Champion, and I believe one or two-time CCW Wired Champion, which is basically the TV title of CCW. Back then. I don't even know what they're using now, but I don't follow CCW anymore because CCW is not the CCW we all know and love. It's now basically an indie fed based out in Jersey. That's it. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens next week on the program with Gacy and Harlan. What if they did anything bad to Rick Steiner? There might be a tag team match coming up. We might see Rick Steiner in the ring for the first time in 20 some odd years at least. Maybe less than that. That'd be nice. Father and son teaming up to take on Gacy and Harlan. I still think they're going to get their butts kicked. But yeah. Probably going to lead to a tag team match, which then leads to a world title shot for Gacy. I don't know if they're going to give them the belt. I hope they do. But see what WWE NXT has in store for Bron Breakker and how long this reign is going to be. But we'll see what happens with that. So, that aftermath thing, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, the show was alright. Nothing great. On Twitter, I put 7. And I don't think it felt like a 7. The beginning was alright. Some of it, the start of the show was okay. But then it started kind of getting weird and dumb. So, never mind what I said on Twitter. You get it from here. Get it from me right here. I gave NXT a 6, so I'm gonna scale it down a grade. So, final rating for NXT tonight: 7 out of 10 stars. And that's all I can say about that. But leave me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section of the video. And let me know what you think about NXT. And the whole Nash Carter, Kimberly situation. Check out the video down below in the description box on the PG Ranch channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel as well, and all my other channels which are in the description box in my pants. And that's it. Hit that like button and smash it to death. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell, get notified of when I do another video. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so, didn't have many people in the chat, but that's fine. Just had me, basically me and Lauren, and then that troll talking about Polson. I don't care what Polson has to say. I don't give a shit about his fucking video. I don't care. I really don't. I don't give two shits about that crap. I really don't. I don't care. Think I start drama? I don't. But you could think that I go in different people's chats with ZTB, or it's Chase, which Jordan's chat, or it used to be Jordan's chat, or anybody else's chat. I go in and start shit. I don't start shit. I give my opinion, and then you motherfuckers come in and start shit with me. Call me the P word still. Still got no proof. This and that. Call me a hypocrite. Gonna call me a hypocrite, call it to my face, because you're not gonna do it anyway, so. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. You're just all jealous little motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. And I got no time for you anymore. That's it. Say what you gotta say. Doesn't matter to me. I'm still gonna be better than you, and you know it. And the prophecy will be the greatest thing on YouTube, and you know it too. So that's pretty much it. And Lauren can attest to that, and Nick, and Prince, and Max Lethal, and everybody else in the prophecy. Even Felicia, Savannah, the ladies of the prophecy, even the missus herself. So. And that's it. The prophecy grows stronger every day, and we're not going anywhere. And like I said, that great line by Motionless and White, we may be defeated at times, but we're here to stay. You can own us all you want. We don't care. We'll be here in your dreams and on social media, on the internet for many years to come. Even into the next generation. If there is one. This rate, it might not be with the where the world's going, but never know. So that's all I gotta say about that. So think what you will, we don't care. We're moving on from you douchebags. So get a life, get off our dicks and vaginas. That's pretty much it. That's it. All right, Lauren, thank you for coming in, and I'll talk to you later. And anybody else who watched, thank you for the free view. Leave a comment down below, like I said, subscribe, all that other good shit. That's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta get up in the morning for work. Because I gotta make the money you motherfuckers wish you had. So I still make more than you in a day. But that's all I gotta say about that. It is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get up in the morning, make the money. And then I gotta do a couple errands. After that, and then I'm gonna do my my baseball video on the Shadows Lair episode 3. So link to the channel is down below. The new link. Cause people think it's still TGC Reborn. They're hitting the TGC Reborn channel. It's not there anymore. You can't find it because I changed the link and the title name. So check out the new TGC Reborn, now called the Shadows Lair. And like I said, episode 3 coming tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, sometime right before Dynamite, and then later on tomorrow night, after Dynamite goes off the air, probably around between 11 and maybe 12 o'clock or so, depending how I feel. We will do your Dynamite review right here on the channel. So hit the bell, get notified of when I do those videos, because if not, you're gonna miss out. And that's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your late night if you're in the Northeast. Have a great night. Go to bed. Or if you're gonna stay up and watch a movie or whatever, go ahead. Go have a Netflix and chill night. And that's it. And anybody else on the West Coast, good night to you all. I know it's 11:05 a.m. in the West Coast. And if you're in that shithole country known as the UK, even though we got a lot of great people from the UK and Ireland. But if you're in the UK, well, good morning to you, fuckers. That's all I gotta say about that. So, I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocoot! Or your vagina out, but just don't splash on me, ladies. You could, but guys, don't splash on me. Get the fuck out of here. I don't go that way. But it is what it is. But rock on, rock hard with your cocoot! And if you're not down with that, like I said, with a prophecy, the greatest thing on the internet today. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. So, for me, Lauren, Nick, and everybody else in the prophecy, we got 3 words for ya. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And that's it, folks. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Until next time, peace. Ha ha!